I'm Matt Honeycutt at Kublai, and you're watching Tattoo.com.
Hey everybody, it's Mischievous Mel live from Tattoo.com, the Edge Rock Radio, and I'm here at the last day of Warped Tour in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with...
Matt Honeycutt at Kublai. I said that one right, yeah.
You did.
Okay.
You did it. All right, okay. We actually just moved to Texas, and you are a neighbor there in Sherman. We are in big old Whitewright.
Oh, well, technically, I live in Corpus Christi now.
Oh.
So we're probably about 8 hours from each other.
Oh, see, I'm so afraid I made him leave town. Right?
Yeah, it's still Texas love, though. You know, it's a statewide thing, so it's all good.
It is. But, I was really excited about that. But more excited than that is your music. You guys are fucking awesome. You guys, wow. You bring a presence. I turned it on, I listened, I watched. And the only thing that makes me mad about your band is I can't say the fucking name of it.
Yeah, that's a good problem to have. If that's the only thing, then right? I can't complain about anything. You know what I mean?
So for a fan that has not yet seen you or know about you, how would you get them to put their blunt down, get out of the easy chair, and get into that mosh pit?
I usually just yell at people. Tell them to get off their fucking ass, stop being lazy, and just move around. It's worked so far, that's why I've kept saying it. You know what I mean? Just kind of directing them, telling them what to do helps a lot. Because it's just like anything else. A lot of people don't know what to do until they're told. You know what I mean? So I try and just direct the crowd and do stuff like that.
Sadly, we have all across that line that we need to be herded. So thank you for not crossing that line.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right. It's like if somebody says, look them up online, go out to the show. It's like, how do I do that? Where do I do that? Which comes into spelling the name. You know what I mean? But I'm just going to bust your chops on it because when I say it again, it sounds like balls in the mouth. So.
Hey, some people love balls in the mouth, so it's all good.
They do, especially if you're here on the last Warped Tour ever or the first Warped Tour or any Warped Tour. Get those balls.
That's what I'm saying. You know how it goes then, yeah.
So, speaking of that, now that we've kind of opened that up, what is it like for you to be here on Warped Tour and experience it this way, like the end of it and all of that? Oh,
it's great. I mean, I'm just thankful that our band gets an opportunity to do something like this. I'd be lying to you if I told you that it wasn't like slightly soul crushing. Like, it's a 42-day run, so doing this stuff day in. We're on a 20-day stretch right now with no breaks, so it's a trip. But it's one of those things like when I go home, I'll sleep. For now, I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to be in the moment doing this stuff. You know what I mean? So it's really good. I just didn't think that we would ever be here, but I'm not complaining. The fact we are, I'll take it any day. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, and the fact that there's so few bands on. I mean, when you really think about it, like Warped Tour's been around long enough that it has created a lot of bands. A lot of bands, this was their learning ground, their proving ground. So to be here in that thick has got to be just fucking surreal. Like how does it happen? Like, did they come to you? Did you go to them?
Well, a lot of it was we got on a new label, which we're on Rise Records now, and they have a lot of, I guess, pull with Warped. They do a lot of stuff, and, that
They're
really did
some of the best
help.
samplers, too. Like, as far as, like, music. Like,
yeah,
when I
exactly.
pick up a sampler, I like their samplers, one of my favorites to pick up, because I know, even if I don't know the band, and I listen to that, it's a band I'm going to want to check out.
Yeah. And I mean, it's one of those things, like, I think just the sound of our band and everything else, the fact that we're a little bit unique compared to a lot of the stuff. I mean, it's such a broad tour. There's a lot of different sounds. So I feel like if you are attracting people and pulling people in that maybe just want to just hear a heavy band, like, we're a good mix for that. You know what I mean? So I feel like it does kind of help balance things out a little bit to have different types of bands on the tour, for sure. You know what I mean?
Right. So who on this tour, just in general, do you want to see? Like, who would you go to be a fan of?
I mean, there's a lot of bands. There's a lot of bands that I grew up listening to, like Census Fail, Simple Plan, and stuff like that. But mostly because we play on the heavy stages, I guess. Like Harm's Way is a good band. Today was actually their last day, but I like watching them. I like watching, Motionless in White. They're fun to watch, very entertaining. Twisted and stuff like that. So it's just there's so many bands to watch, and there's so many things that are entertaining about what's going on, that you can basically go to any stage and you'll probably find something you like,
Speaking of something you like, I'm looking at ink and I'm seeing bits and pieces of it. Since we are also here with Tattoo.com, could you show me some of your lovely ink, sir, and tell me the stories behind it?
Oh, I got basically my whole fucking thing done. I got this done in prison. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I got a lot of these are old. I haven't even gotten a tattoo probably in the last like 3 years. But basically, I got this one as just kind of like a life story kind of thing. Like I represent the ship. That represents home. That represents my uncle because he's always been kind of the light in my life to kind of pull me back home when I need it. Even though, just like a ship, you know, I was always out touring, doing my own thing, trying to find my spot. And then I got here above the clouds. There's my mom because she passed away, but she was always there to blow wind in my sails, keep me going. You know what I'm saying? There's my dad. He's the other half of me, but I never seen him, never met him. So that's why he's blindfolded, and that's why he's got the birds because he flew away. But, you know, that's just main one right there. You know what I mean? And I remember the first day I got it done, I got the outline done. I went to a show and took a spin kick to the stomach, and I was like, oh, shit. But it came out all right. You know, didn't get too bruised up or busted up, so it is what it is.
I felt that pain, but that story was awesomely emotional. That was very deep. I love that. You know, because again, with tattoos, they're forever, and yes, they can be changed and they can be covered. But the stories that they tell, and yours are so deep. I mean, that. Holy fuck, that's like a concept album right there.
Oh, hey, well, thank you. Yeah, I definitely. This was only the second tattoo. This whole thing was the second tattoo I ever got, and I wanted it to be something that meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? I say that all my tattoos, even if they may seem goofy to other people, they all have something for me because I don't like sitting there getting stuck with a needle. So if I'm going to do it, it's going to be for something that I feel like is really important to me. You know what I mean? But hopefully that makes sense.
Oh, no, totally does. I mean, hey, been there, done that. Artists that you have in mind or artists that you want to tattoo?
To be completely real with you, this is going to sound horrible because I know this is for tattoo stuff. I am so disconnected with the culture. I couldn't even tell you. I literally got all of my stuff done by just a local friend in town. Everything else I got done, as bad as this sounds, was all scratcher stuff like on kitchen tables and washing machines. So I'm probably not the best guy to ask when it comes to like, you know, who I would want to get because there's so many people that are so really into the culture that know the artists, want to support them, want to plug them and stuff like that. My whole thing is like, I would just tell people, support the people in your community because that's how they get good. That's how, you know, take the people that are really trying, the people that are doing the apprenticeships and stuff like that, and, you know, give them a chance because it's one of those things, if you want it to keep going, you got to keep the young people into it. You got to keep people going. You know what I mean?
Feel free to shout any of them out, too. I don't care if they're the, you know, best-known tattoo artist on the planet or somebody that's an apprentice practicer. If you want to share a name, please feel free because, like you say, you might help somebody find theirs.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people in Dallas. There's actually a guy named Taylor Moran in Dallas. I haven't got a tattoo by him, but we used to play in bands together all the time and stuff like that back in the day and stuff. And he started out doing it, and now he's got his own shop, and he's doing really well for himself, and he's really making a name for himself in Dallas. So if there was somebody that I knew that I could plug, it'd probably be him because I'm just proud to see how far he's gone with it and how successful he's become at it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's awesome. So, support tattoos, support music, and check out all things Warped Tour here at the Edge Rock Radio and Tattoo.com.